What would you do if you caught your own flesh and blood in your own bed while your two little girls slept peacefully just down the hall? The pain hit me like a freight train straight to the chest. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just stood there frozen, flowers dropping from my shaking hands, feeling my entire world shatter into a million pieces. I had come home early from deployment in the Middle East, heart full of love and excitement after 8 brutal months away. I wanted to surprise Sarah, the woman I had loved and fought for over 6 years. Instead, I got the ultimate betrayal. Jake, my older brother, who I had looked up to my whole life, was there, taking what was mine. The moans, the whispers, the way they moved together, it burned into my brain like acid. Rage exploded inside me, but a colder, darker voice took over. Don't end them quick. Make them suffer for years. I backed out silently like a ghost. Drove to a cheap motel and sat there all night staring at the wall. My heart was breaking for my daughters, for the life I built, for the brother who stabbed me in the back. By sunrise, tears finally came, but so did my vow. I would destroy them slowly, take everything they loved, and smile while doing it. The next morning, I walked back into that house like nothing happened. I hugged Jake tight, slapped his back, and kissed Sarah deeply like I had missed her more than life itself. They looked so relieved, so smug, thinking they had fooled me. Little did they know, that was the start of 2 years of hell I smiled through every single day. The pain never left me. Every fake laugh cut like knives. Every family dinner felt like swallowing broken glass mixed with fire. But I used that pain. It fueled me. I started planning in silence. If you've ever been betrayed by the people closest to you, the ones who were supposed to protect you, drop a in the comments right now. Tell me I'm not alone. This story is just getting started, and it only gets darker from here. Those 2 years of pretending destroyed me inside, but rebuilt me stronger than steel. While Jake and Sarah kept sneaking around like idiots, laughing behind my back, I became a shadow in my own life. I hired a private investigator quietly and gathered everything. Hotel receipts, text messages, secret photos, even recordings of their dirty calls where they mocked me. Every piece of evidence felt like another scar on my soul. Our dad had left us a multi-million-dollar construction. Supply company meant to be split equally. Jake ran it while I served overseas, thinking he was the king. I used every penny from deployment, bonuses, and quietly bought shares. From old partners who hated Jake's arrogant style, I became the majority owner without a single soul knowing. At home, I played the perfect husband. Date nights with Sarah, helping Jake with his fake financial troubles, babysitting while they probably texted each other under the table. The emotional torture was unbearable. Nights I lay awake next to Sarah, her body still warm from his touch, fighting the urge to explode. Flashbacks of our wedding, our daughter's births, family vacations, all poisoned now. But I channeled that heartbreak into cold strategy. Jake started bragging about his upcoming CEO promotion. Sarah was already shopping for luxury stuff, planning vacations with my kids using my money. They had no clue the noose was tightening. The anger never slept. It grew into something patient and terrifying. I became a master at hiding my pain behind smiles. This betrayal didn't just break my heart. It killed the old me and created someone who would never trust family again. If this raw pain is hitting you hard, comment revenge below and share this with one person who's been stabbed in the back. You're not alone, brother. The trap was set and soon it would snap shut. By the end of the 2nd year, I controlled 51% of the company with every legal document locked and loaded. The pain had aged me, but it also made me unstoppable. Jake had planned a massive celebration for his so-called promotion. He invited the entire board, family members, and Sarah wearing a brand new expensive dress, glowing like she was already the rich CEO's wife. They were living in their fantasy world, stealing my life piece by piece. I let them enjoy it one last time. That morning I stared in the mirror, put on my sharpest suit, and for the first time in 2 years, a real cold smile crossed my face. The weight of betrayal still crushed my chest, but today was payback day. I walked into the packed conference room like a storm. Jake was at the front shaking hands, laughing loudly, the golden boy as always. When he saw me, confusion hit his face. "Bro, what are you doing here?" "This is company business only." I took the microphone slowly, looked him straight in his lying eyes, and said with ice in my voice, "Actually, Jake, this is company business. And I'm now the majority owner." The entire room went dead silent. You could hear hearts stopping. I started reading every share transfer, Every signature, every proof of my quiet takeover. Jake's face drained of all color, turning ghostly white. Sarah shot up from her chair, voice cracking. "What the hell is going on here?" Tears of rage and shock filled her eyes. That's when I played the first short audio clip. Their voices, their moans, their cruel jokes about me. Gasps and whispers exploded across the room. Board members looked disgusted and betrayed. Jake tried to speak, stumbling over words, but I cut him off hard. The emotional satisfaction was building, but I stayed calm. All the nights I cried alone, all the fake smiles, all the heartbreak was leading to this exact moment. They thought they broke me. They had no idea they created a monster. I fired both of them right there on the spot, effective immediately. Security guards I had pre-arranged were already waiting at the doors. Jake, my so-called big brother who bullied and betrayed me, broke down crying like a weak child in front of the entire company. Tears streamed down his face as he begged, "Please, bro, don't do this." Sarah screamed about our daughters, trying to guilt-trip me with fake motherly love, but I looked at her with pure ice and said, "I've thought about the girls every single night. That's why they're staying with me, full custody. You two can rot together in that cheap trailer you've been renting on the side." The humiliation was complete and beautiful. They were dragged out, kicking, screaming, and sobbing while everyone watched. That sound of their desperate pleas echoing down the hallway healed something deep inside my broken heart. In one morning, I took back the business my father built. The respect they stole, the family they tried to destroy, and the future they thought was theirs. Jake couldn't find decent work anywhere. After I quietly made sure the whole industry knew exactly what kind of backstabbing cheater he was. Sarah called me for weeks, crying about mistakes and begging for mercy, but I blocked her number cold. The emotional release was overwhelming. Months of suppressed pain finally turning into victory. I moved forward, raising my daughters with real values, teaching them loyalty and strength. The company started thriving under my leadership like never before. Every morning walking into that office, the old heartbreak faded a little more. Revenge isn't loud screams and fights. It's quiet patience, smart planning, and watching them lose everything while you rise. 6 months later, they were both completely broke and broken, living in a rundown trailer outside Houston, scraping by while I rebuilt the life they tried to steal. I had full custody of my daughters, who are now happy and stable. The company is stronger than ever, and for the first time in years, I sleep without that heavy knife of betrayal in my chest. The pain that once consumed me has transformed into quiet power. To every man watching who's been destroyed by family betrayal, by a cheating wife or a backstabbing brother, don't rush your revenge. Stay patient. Plan in silence. Become unbreakable. The best revenge isn't violence. It's watching them suffer while you win completely. If this story touched your pain, fired you up, or gave you hope, smash that like button hard right now. Share it with your brothers who need to hear this message. Subscribe for more raw, true family revenge stories that hit deep. Drop your own betrayal experiences in the comments below. Whether it's a cheating spouse, greedy sibling, or toxic parents, I read every single comment. Let's build a strong community that refuses to take shit from backstabbers and cheaters. This was my real story. It hurt like hell, but I came out on top. What's yours? Thanks for watching till the end. Stay strong out there.